Welcome to the Catamount Football Show with Coach Kit Carpenter. I'm Bill Mayo, and this week we're going to take a look back at the game with Rome and also talk about the upcoming contest with the Alexander Cougars for homecoming. So stay right here, back with more Catamount Football after these messages.
Direct Packaging is your complete one-stop packaging supplier of choice. In addition to being the largest in-stock packaging and adhesive supplier in North Georgia, Direct Packaging also manufactures boxes while adhering to the same service standards our customers have come to expect. With over 170,000 square feet of packaging and specialty films, boxes, and adhesives, we are the leader for packaging supplies. Direct Packaging is committed to our customers. We have a dedicated fleet ready to serve you. We pride ourselves in being able to deliver upon receipt in a 60-mile radius within a 4-hour window. Our friendly staff is very knowledgeable and willing to help in any way that we can. With years of experience in the packaging industry, we can find the right product that suits your packaging needs. Direct Packaging also believes in supporting our community. We proudly serve by giving back to local organizations that make the Dalton area such a great place to live. Proud of the work we do, dedicated to the customers we serve. Direct Packaging, your largest single-source packaging distributor manufacturer in North Georgia. Contact us today.
Industrial sales after hours service. This is Raymond. Yeah, we can do that. Yeah, sure can. We can meet you in about 15 minutes. Does that work? Hey, Heath, you got to go to work.
I'm go.
Good hit, Aiden. Good hit.
Papa, why are you and Dad always running off to work like that?
Well, at Kaler Industrial, we always tell our customers we don't expect their business, we earn their business.
Back to Catamount Football and Coach Carpenter. Let's talk a little bit about Friday night's trip down to Rome. We've been talking about trying to start fast, and boy, we was just the exact opposite on Friday.
It was the exact opposite. You know, it's we got down there in plenty of time. You know, we felt like the kids were prepared, but you know, they just come out and it was almost they were just kind of there, kind of going through the motions, and you know. It's not been that way all year, and occasionally, you know, you're going to have that happen, certainly with a young team. But, you know, once they kind of figured out that, you know what, we can do this, and so.
You know, I think that when you think about the psyche of a football team or a football sidelines during the game, I almost think a 3-and-out by the offense on the opening possession is worse than an opening drive touchdown.
It is.
Because I just think it just, for whatever reason, it just kind of deflates. And unfortunately, we had not one; we had three and three outs in a row.
It is, you know. Unfortunately, they're used to the giving up the touchdown on the first drive, so you know they. Right. But it is, you know. There's a lot of psyche to it. And in all honesty, we've been up every single game, you know. And I think that you guys said today that, you know, our opponents have been 19-5,
right?
And it's certainly been a gauntlet. You know, that's no excuse to get excited, but at some point, kids get flat.
Yeah.
And you know what, they were probably as flat as they've been.
Well, and you know, got to give Rome a lot of credit here. I mean, they've got 4 or 5 D1 guys, whether they're a couple of freshmen out there, sophomores, seniors. I mean, they've got players in every class.
They're loaded, but you know, to me, what was the most impressive, probably had the best looking defensive line of anybody we played this year, and the things that they could do because they possess kids like that, you know.
And when you can play with your 4 guys up front, and the other 7 can
Drop.
do other things, drop, play, pass, do whatever you need them to do. It's a real advantage as a defensive coach. I know you know that.
Oh yeah.
Back 2016 days, right?
I've read about it.
Well, we have some. We
we do. Yeah, I'm kidding. But they do. They've got great talent.
Yeah.
But our kids came out and they fought and they continued to fight. I mean, all the way down to when a lot of teams have probably given up. We've still got kids crawling around trying to make plays and doing things they need to do. And so eventually it's going to come.
Journey gave us a fun flash there towards the end of the game. Picks up that punt and weaves his way through the entire Rome cover team.
There's no reason for us to even work on punt return. We had our safe team in, so.
All right, very good. Let's take a quick break. We'll be back with more in just a minute.
If you are selling or buying real estate, we are here to help.
Coldwell Banker Kennard Realty has been guiding the Dalton community home since 1974.
Please contact the #1 real estate company in Northwest Georgia for all your real estate needs.
Home is a place where all are welcome. It's where the story begins. It's not a place, it's a feeling. Home is where the heart is. At Furniture of Dalton, we handpick each of our 150 brands so that you can find your perfect heart's desire. Come see what you've been missing at Carpets of Dalton and Furniture of Dalton, the destination that brings you home. Exit 328 off I-75.
Board of Dalton would like to recognize our past and present Dalton Public School teachers. 2018 Ms. Risley Lee Dean, 2019 Mr. Freddie Fuentes, 2020 Ms. Teresa Hensley, and 2021 winner Ms. Jennifer Sumner. Board of Dalton, your hometown Ford dealership. Go Catamounts!
We have known Mark for years, but always assumed switching banks would be such a lengthy and stressful process. However, during the COVID pandemic, First Bank of Dalton was there to help when we needed them.
I'm glad we were here when they needed us and could show them just how easy switching to First Bank of Dalton can really be.
It became clear that our business belonged with Mark and First Bank of Dalton. They go the extra mile for their customers.
Well, going the extra mile is one of our core essentials at First Bank of Dalton. You ready to switch? Let us go the extra mile for you.
At Beautiful Smiles by Design, we are proud of our small town heritage. Located in Dalton and Calhoun, Georgia, we serve our community with pride. We have extended hours, including early and late appointments, plus we are open Saturdays for your convenience. To see more of our amazing transformations, please visit us on www.beautifulsmilesdentistry.com or visit our Instagram page. For all your family and cosmetic dental needs, come to Beautiful Smiles by Design.
Back to the Catamount Football Show. We've got our coaches segment. We've got Coach John Patrick. Coach, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much, Bill.
So let's talk a little bit about your duties this year with Catamount Football, with the new school configuration. Kind of go over that, how the teams are broken up, and then what your responsibilities are.
Sure. Coach Carpenter had to lay it out on paper for me. I'm a little dense, so getting that ironed out. I'm the head junior high coach, so I manage the 8th and 9th grade teams, which is in itself I don't know about stressful, but it's a little bit of work because the 9th grade is still under GHSA and 8th grade is still managed by the school systems, guided by the school system. So.
And they're playing the 8th grade, like we've been talking about on some previous shows, are playing in an Atlanta area league, really,
that's
right?
That's correct. The Georgia Middle School Athletic League that's run out of Cobb, Cherokee, Paulding counties, and several other schools. So they're we play on Saturdays with them, and they're very similar to GHSA and their regulations and set up, and safety and protocol for the kids, and so managing that has been stressful. Thankful to George Woods, and his help. He's running the 6th and 7th grade team, so he's been a big help with that. And then, managing the 9th grade schedule. And
I was going to say, I know one of the challenges that you faced for the last several years is just simply finding games, right?
Sure.
Talk about that. Where all you have to go to find freshman games.
Sure. Well, and I tell you, we play, teams, down as right now south of this Cartersville and Rome, and then obviously up to Chattanooga, Cleveland areas we get games. And this year it was a little bit easier for me to get people to call me back and say, hey, it's well, our freshman team will play your JV teams. And so that's helped a little bit.
Because I think that's one thing we've seen, right, is there used to be every school had 3 teams. They had a freshman, a JV, and a varsity, and now so many of them don't
so
anymore.
Many of them don't. Yeah, it used to be kids playing freshmen on Mondays, JV on Thursdays, and varsity on Fridays, and we don't see that so much anymore. A lot of especially later in the season, we'll get a lot of schools call us and say, hey, we've had to roll up a lot of freshmen and JV kids to varsity, so we get a lot of postpones or cancellations, and the weather this year has been frustrating too. So my kids have had 1 freshman game this year. So,
I think logistically, one of the challenges that you guys are facing, y'all done a good job with it, is the field is not ready over at the junior high now, right? Is what they call it. So the old middle school, the field's not ready. So you guys they're having to. The 8th graders are having to come over here.
Yes, we're busting them over here.
And the 9th graders,
in the afternoon. And we've got a lot of our 9th graders that, with the configuration, need high school courses, so they come over here in the afternoon. So they're already here. So there's some delay in getting a lot of the 8th graders over here, but the kids are flexible, and the coaching staff's very flexible, and getting that started. So we're usually on the field in plenty of time and get a good practice. But and thankful to the varsity also for sharing part of their field, because this field was torn up for a while, and so we were all kind of
up there on the grass soccer fields at one point.
Absolutely. So looking forward to being in the new field, being back at the junior high next year. With our
tell everybody what that's going to be, what that setup's going to be over there. I don't think people may not know.
We will have a brand new stadium out of the junior high, and we'll share it with the Dalton Academy. And but during football season, it'll be ours, and this will be a brand new turf field. And with we already have the field house, but there'll be a new concession stands, public restrooms, and it'd be nice to have restrooms close to the field. Right. You remember when you were out there with us, we struggled with that. So looking forward to being over there and back.
That'll be a really great setup for you guys, right? Because you'll be able to practice on the game field with the turf, and literally your field house / locker room is. Right 50 yards away.
Absolutely, yeah. We're looking forward to that. It'll be, we call it junior high, and that's what it'll be. It'll be a little mini high school. We'll have, our own storage and our own facilities, and we've been very blessed by the varsity program of the school system to help us with some of the field equipment that we need this year. And so,
talk about the staff a little bit. You've got some new guys. You've got some young guys that are in their 1st or 2nd year of coaching, and they seem to bring a lot of enthusiasm and a lot of excitement to their job, right?
I guess I'm old now. So we have got, James Johnson's been around with us for several years, and then we kind of split up with offense and defense, but also 9th and 8th grade staffs. And Seth Hussichin and Jordan McKinney are helping us with the 9th grade staff, and Seth's offense and Jordan's defense, and they just bring a lot of energy. Seth's brand new to teaching, and so the kids really relate to both of those guys. And with our 8th grade staff, we have Mark Hefner, he's been around for years and has run the 8th grade, defense for a long time, and so he's got a lot of experience. And we've got 3 new guys. They were with the middle school program last year, and Luke Tolbert, he's another offensive line coach, so he kind of thinks like us, and so that's good to have another offensive guy. And then Hunter Floyd and Landon Brooks are other young guys, and they're coming along. They do a great job. The kids really respond to them really well. So we got a full staff, and the support and the work that those guys are willing to put in just impresses me over and over again. It makes my job a lot easier.
Yeah, we were on the field with them. You can tell they have a good time with what they're doing and work hard at it, and the kids seem to relate to them very well.
Absolutely, it's a bonus for them. Of course, we don't want to tell them, and they wouldn't say they would do it for free, but if they had to, they probably would. So.
All right. So the last question I'm going to ask before we let you go is the other hat you wear this year now is dad of a senior. Charlie's number 72 is a senior for us this year. Talk about that and seeing him in his final year in the red jersey.
Yeah, that's a lot of fun. You give me a hard time during I don't control my emotions very well, as most dads don't. I guess, right. In that case. It's hard to, but I try to compartmentalize. Being a coach and being in the box and still watching him. I try to sneak up from my laptop occasionally and watch him play. But that's that's a great experience. Football in general, but especially Dalton football. It's so meaningful as a parent to know that my son is around a group of men that love and support him, and that are great role models for him. And to watch him with his buddies just go out and love the game and have fun. And, so that's a real neat.
He's been a real asset. We've certainly enjoyed having him for the last 4 years. So, all right, thanks for everything you do. Appreciate you coming on the show.
Thank you, Bill.
Stay right here. We're back with more Catamount football after this break.
We're super fired up down here at Cherokee Brewing, getting ready for another football season. Don't forget to come down and check out one of our 24 beers on tap. We got the brewcade going on. Also want to remind you that we do have a drive-thru set up behind the Oakwood Cafe, so you can get your favorite chicken tenders without getting out of the car. Keep an eye out for a concert out at Walnut Hill Farm on the weekends this fall, and also be prepared for our Georgia-grown produce boxes with gathered goods. We appreciate all your support, and go teams this year. I hope everybody makes it to the playoffs. Woo!
Hi, I'm Charles R. Hicks Sr.
And I'm Chris Hicks.
And we're the Transformers crew.
With over 40 years of experience from brakes, AC tune-ups, oil changes, and custom rebuilt transmissions, Transformers is your #1 automotive repair source. We have a brand new state-of-the-art facility conveniently located here on Sugar Road, and we also offer financing for those unexpected repair needs. So come and check out the real professionals, because we are
Transformers.
Transformers Transmission and Complete Auto Repair Specialist.
Every day brings new challenges. GigLink is helping our community keep pace in this brave new world. New ways to efficiently communicate, new and innovative ways of approaching manufacturing, new ways to explore our dreams and goals. GigLink's lightning-fast service provides downloads and uploads up to 10 times faster than traditional internet speeds, perfect for today's data-intensive environment, giving us all a chance to succeed. Connect with GigLink today.
Back on the Catamount Football Show, we've got our players interview segment. We've got one player today. Introduce yourself.
Hello, I'm Grant Halverson. I'm a senior. I am number 60, and I play right guard or any offensive line position.
That's right. You're kind of a jack of all trades for us. You can play tackle. You've played center. You've done a little bit of it all, right?
Yes, sir.
So let's talk about Friday night. You had a unique challenge, I think, that not everybody gets to experience. And it's hard, but it was also, I think, kind of a fun challenge, right? Yeah. You got to play against big number 91 from Rome, who's got multiple Division I offers from Georgia, Georgia Tech, Auburn, you name it, and he's got offers. Talk about that experience a little bit, because he wound up on you quite a bit Friday night.
Yeah, so it was a nice learning experience to go against somebody like of his status, and I mean, it helps me prepare for the rest of the games of this season, and just.
How about mentally? Going into the game, what were you thinking? And then as the game was going on, it was interesting having conversations with you during the game. It was like, you were like all of a sudden like, I can handle this guy. I can deal with him.
I mean, going up leading to it, I was definitely a little worried. I mean, I've gone up against a few D1 players, and I was just thinking like towards the beginning of the game, he's no different than I am. He puts his pants on one leg at a time, and I can easily beat him.
Yeah, and I thought you should be very proud of your effort. I thought you battled him all night long and did a really good job. So let's talk about now. You're halfway through, a little over halfway through your senior year, and so I know don't have the record we'd like, but just talk about how things are with the team, and I know you guys are glad to be back together versus what we were doing last year with COVID.
Yeah, I mean, being together is really nice. The senior class is really bonded as a team, and where you've been closer now and we're well connected and we're all kind of on the same page, and I think we're firing at all cylinders right now.
I think one of the neat things y'all have started doing is a team dinner on Tuesday night. For a while all the different position groups were broken up. Now you guys all get together. Talk about that a little bit and what that kind of means to you.
Yeah, last year we were just like position dinners, and we would do them at the different players' house. It just rotated each week. But now we're closer as a team, you know, and we do it all at the high school. And then all the players' moms, not even the seniors, not only the seniors, they all work together to plan a nice dinner for all of us. Then we all greatly appreciate what
So what's
they're
been
doing.
your favorite meal so far?
I think I have to go with the lasagna we had.
Lasagna?
It was very good.
Now, one other thing that's special that's been a tradition for a long time is the senior players have a get-together every week too. And there's usually always a special guest talking to you guys. Talk about that piece of it a little bit.
I mean, we all get together on Thursday nights at the Johnson's house, and we've had numerous guest speakers. I mean, we've had Bill Chappell come, and that was really inspiration, like a kind of a past Dalton Catamount, and he just shows how much
The guy who's the stadium's named after,
yeah,
right?
just shows how much it means to people of Dalton. And then former Catamounts have come and said they said that they've put their jersey on for 4 years, and how much it means to them. And now that they have kids and a family, they're all watching us.
Mm-hmm. That's good. I know you guys really enjoy that. And offensive line wise, we've got a good mix this year, right? We've got you and Charlie, a couple seniors and a couple other older guys, and then we've got a couple young fellas. Talk about integrating them into the group.
Yeah, I feel like me and Charlie have done a good job showing the younger people the ropes.
Yep.
And we have Stryker and especially Peyton. Peyton's a freshman, and he's
started Friday night.
Yeah, he's greatly improved as a player, and he cares greatly about Dalton football, and he puts his
You guys actually get him talking some too.
Yeah,
he's really quiet. Now you guys got him talking a little bit.
He was a little shy at first, and it was kind of hard to understand his calls, but now he's really more confident in his calls, and we're bonding greatly.
Very good. Well, thanks for coming on. We appreciate everything you do for
Thank
Dalton
you for
football,
having me.
and look forward to watching you the rest of the season.
Thank you.
Stay right here back with more after these messages.
Buy from the pros who know at Proformance Sports Academy. Our pro shop has one of the largest selections of bats, gloves, and cleats in the North Georgia area, featuring Rawlings, Wilson, Louisville Slugger, DeMarini, Mizuno, and the largest New Balance cleat dealer in the area. We provide baseball and softball gear for travel leagues, rec leagues, middle school, and high school programs. Get your baseball and softball training, equipment, and uniforms from the former collegiate and professional players who know at Proformance Sports Academy. ProformanceSportsAcademy.com.
Dalton's fire protection, industrial life safety, and commercial security experts. Fire sprinklers, fire extinguishers, fire alarm systems, clean agent suppression systems, backflow devices. Go Catamounts. ASA, the life safety company.
Dad, look, I found a lost puppy.
Well, I'm not lost exactly, but hey, are you planting that tree? Wait, where are the flags? The paint? Didn't you contact 811?
I've dug here before, it's fine.
Contacting 811 to have all underground utilities marked is the law, and it protects us all. Here, let me borrow your cell phone.
Dogs don't use cell phones.
Humans shouldn't dig before contacting 811. I mean, woof.
Online or on the phone, contact 811 at least 2 business days before any digging project. Brought to you by Georgia 811.
Can we keep them?
We're back and continue our interviews. Introduce yourself, please.
I'm Pepe Lara. I'm a kicker, punter, senior, number 16.
All right, Pepe. Let's talk to you a little bit about your. First, I want to ask you a question. Tell me about being a captain on Friday night. How was that walking out for the coin toss and out to midfield with the referees?
Oh, that was a really great experience. I've never experienced that in my football career. That was something I really liked to do. You know.
It's kind of neat, isn't it?
Yeah, it was.
So you do punting and place kicking. And it's obvious it's both skills are kicking the football, but they're very different, right?
Yes, sir.
Talk about the difference in them for you and your approach to being a punter versus being a place kicker.
I mean, I like being a kicker more because, I don't know, in punting, you got to have your drop good. You got to have a leg, obviously, but the drop.
Talk about the drop, because I know that's a big thing for punters. Talk about that a little bit. How that affects your kick when if the drop isn't right, or if you get a perfect drop, or
Yeah, if you get a perfect drop, you're gonna get a perfect spiral, a turnover. But if you don't have a good drop, obviously it's not really gonna be such a good punt.
Well, and I think that's the thing when you say turnover. That when the ball goes up and then it noses over and comes back down,
sir.
right? It makes it harder for the returner to catch it, right?
Catch it. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now, place kicking, I know you really like that, and we see you make big kicks in practice. You made some big kick. You made a big kick in one of the other games. But talk about being a place kicker, about that side of the job.
Oh, I really like that. I really like kicking field goals. Going back to the 50-yard line. Yeah, I like kicking far distance, kicking kickoffs. That's something.
So talk to me about lining up when you're outside. Like when you're on you're on the left hash, and you've got to get the ball down the middle of the uprights. Talk about lining up your kick. How you do that.
Well, I mean, you really just got to line up yourself with you got to line up yourself with the middle of the field goal, and just make sure you swing up, follow through, keep your head down. And
how important are I know you got to give some props to your snapper and holder. How important are those guys?
Oh, those are really important, because if there's a bad snap, it's probably going to be a bad hold, It has to be a good snap, good hold, so the kick could be a pretty good kick too.
Very good. We appreciate you coming on the show. And as long as you don't kick the ball at me in practice, we'll be all right.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you.
Stay right here. We'll be back with more Catamount football in just a minute.
Every community has challenges.
But where others see challenges,
we see opportunities.
Opportunities to harness the pride
and strengths of Whitfield and Murray counties.
To fight
for the education, basic needs,
and health of every person
in our local community.
We are the hand raisers,
game changers,
and the problem solvers.
United,
we can create a community where
everyone
is part of something bigger than themselves. Be inclusive.
Be bold. Be kind.
Live united.
Thank you.
"54 years. How did we get here? It's that we made meaningful relationships and helped so many people along the way. And that is the measure of a man."
AFG has a new look and a new downtown location. Still the same great service you've come to expect for the last 50 years. Providing health insurance for employers, individuals, and seniors. Come enroll with us and go Big Red.
Coach, I think we figured out this first time since 2015 we've been down to Barron Stadium.
Yeah, it's been the first time in a while. I think the last time we were there it was 63 to 60, something like that.
And they certainly made some improvements to the place. It looks good. They've done some remodeling and new turf and paint and whatever else.
It is. And they had a nice crowd for their week.
Come out with a reverse on the first play, and their defense is so aggressive. But that number 2 did a great job right there. And he's a dang freshman. Number 2 is.
Yeah. Now they did. I really felt like I was going to be a touchdown right there on the first play.
Yeah.
This is interesting. You get time, you get to catch it, and by the time you get down there, and you just they fly down there. But he does a great job of returning the ball.
He sure does, Luke. Here's Tyson running, busting it up inside. Ended up having to punt, though. One of these 3 and outs that we were talking about earlier.
Pepe's done a great job of kicking. He had that ball way up in the air, kind of forced the guy to fair catch it. This is kind of where our guys have kind of bought in and continue to work. And you'll see here where there's a young guy going out to make the tackle. Icos is getting there. We've got kids flying around to the ball. but at the end.
To come back on offense and get a great play here to Kareem. Good protection, good throw, good catch, and a lot of teams that's a touchdown. But these guys were able to get him and knock him out of bounds. But good job by the offensive line right there of blocking, and good throw by Brady.
Yeah, it was a good throw, good catch, and Kareem had over 100 yards receiving.
Yeah, had 105. What was it?
Something like that.
Something like that.
That's a lot of effort, a lot of work.
I think one thing that we got into the red zone 2 or 3 times, but we kept getting these just penalties that really hurt us.
Yeah, Tyson's doing a great job of getting down the field right there. Yeah, he takes a shot right there.
Yeah, I think they called a block in the back on that one. It was questionable, but it is what it is.
Yeah, it was a good job here of Bentley kind of setting the corner and coming out and making the tackle with the eye Colts. These guys are continuing to hustle. It's a great tackle right here. Our guys are doing kind of special technique that we've got going there, and it's kind of opened up some run lanes.
Piling up some bodies on the line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
I like it. So 2:21.
It's kind of 10 minutes into the game. Our guys are like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Well, this really kind of shows you the team speed. You know what Journey can do when he's typically gets around the edge, but he's not outrunning these guys.
Nope. Good hard running by Tyson right there, right up the middle.
That's a great play right there by Adriel. He's done a great job of working it outside backer. This is a great play right here. This kind of, to me, is the turning point where, Assad sees the best receivers in the region. He goes against them every day, and for him to kind of come out and realize that he can play with those guys has really done a lot for his confidence.
There's Bannon Phelan out there. He's got a club on his. We've got 2 defenders with clubs on their hands, in Brock and Bannon.
Yeah. So here's this little 4th down play. We're going to force them to kind of throw the short one, and
good stop.
A stop is a stop.
Yep. And here's Journey getting around the edge. One thing with these offensive highlights, you keep seeing we have good plays, but we weren't able to sustain any drives, and that was what made it so difficult for us. But here's a good look right here by Journey. A second look at that play.
It's a great read right here by our quarterback there and getting down the field. And Brady does a great job. Done a great job of reading.
Yeah, he really ran well the other night, and he's gotten so good at reading this play. This has become a bigger and bigger part of our offense, and will probably continue to do so as we move through the rest of the season.
Yeah, it's certainly an advantage when you got a running quarterback for sure.
Pretty good protection right there.
There's Kareem kind of being Kareem.
So we're down here in the red zone again. Here's a second look at it. Guys fighting up front. Grant Halverson, I thought, did a good job the other night playing against 91. He's a sophomore that's already got offers from Georgia, Georgia Tech, you name it. Really battled them.
Yeah, he's done a great job. He's really done a great job all year.
There's a touchdown, but it gets called back.
I think it was a block in the back there.
Yeah, I think we had a block. Or either that was a holding or a block in the back, one or the other. That was a holding. So we ended up not being able to score on that drive.
There's another great interception right here. He comes off the post to take the running back wheel, and he's in perfect position.
Great anticipation on that, wasn't it?
He did. Well, he's done it so much in practice. Coach Harris does a great job of working with him. You can see him coming off right now, and he's done a great job.
I like the excitement, too.
It is. This is a great little play call, certainly to a guy that can run.
Yep. It's a little sprint draw action right here, something we kind of added for this week and probably keep building on it, I think. But just gives the defense one direction and come back the other way.
Yeah, and he's certainly a guy that can run it.
Yes. End up having to punt.
Yeah, it's really dangerous. We worked to get him not to kick it to there, but, he got it out quick, got it to the sidelines, and so we're able to get down there and make the stop.
Good job by the cover team.
You see them kind of fighting right here, kind of scrapping through. We had a kind of a twist on the front, and they took advantage of it. They did a great job of really kind of blocking us.
Good hard running on the return right there. Here's Brady again, keeping it, doing a nice job. Yeah. At this point, it's about 3 minutes. We've got a couple of timeouts left, so we've got time. There's Striker Woods battling 91 right there. Good job by him.
That was a great catch by Warner out there to get us down inside the 30.
Journey helping out. Come back to pass again, and they run a blitz on us, and just more than we can protect, unfortunately. And Brady tries to get rid of it fast, and that guy steps in front of it.
Here's a great stop right there by BD right there on the goal line. You know, and try to hold them out, but eventually we got to hold them to fourth down. But eventually they punch it in.
Come back. I think that was ended up being the last play. I think. Yep. Of the half. So going into halftime. Back in just a minute with the second half highlights.
Direct Packaging is your complete one-stop packaging supplier of choice. In addition to being the largest in-stock packaging and adhesive supplier in North Georgia, Direct Packaging also manufactures boxes while adhering to the same service standards our customers have come to expect. With over 170,000 square feet of packaging and specialty films, boxes, and adhesives, we are the leader for packaging supplies. Direct Packaging is committed to our customers. We have a dedicated fleet ready to serve you. We pride ourselves in being able to deliver upon receipt in a 60-mile radius within a 4-hour window. Our friendly staff is very knowledgeable and willing to help in any way that we can. With years of experience in the packaging industry, we can find the right product that suits your packaging needs. Direct Packaging also believes in supporting our community. We proudly serve by giving back to local organizations that make the Dalton area such a great place to live. Proud of the work we do, dedicated to the customers we serve. Direct Packaging, your largest single-source packaging distributor manufacturer in North Georgia. Contact us today.
Home is a place where all are welcome. It's where the story begins. It's not a place, it's a feeling. Home is where the heart is. At Furniture of Dalton, we handpick each of our 150 brands so that you can find your perfect heart's desire. Come see what you've been missing at Carpets of Dalton and Furniture of Dalton, the destination that brings you home. Exit 328 off I-75.
If you are selling or buying real estate, we are here to help.
Coldwell Banker Kennard Realty has been guiding the Dalton community home since 1974.
Please contact the #1 real estate company in Northwest Georgia for all your real estate needs.
Board of Dalton would like to recognize our past and present Dalton Public School teachers. 2018 Ms. Risley Lee Dean, 2019 Mr. Freddie Fuentes, 2020 Ms. Riz Teresa Hensley, and 2021 winner Ms. Riz Jennifer Sumner. Board of Dalton, your hometown Ford dealership. Go Catamounts!
At Beautiful Smiles by Design, we are proud of our small town heritage. Located in Dalton and Calhoun, Georgia, we serve our community with pride. We have extended hours, including early and late appointments. Plus, we are open Saturdays for your convenience. To see more of our amazing transformations, please visit us on www.beautifulsmilesdentistry.com or visit our Instagram page. For all your family and cosmetic dental needs, come to Beautiful Smiles by Design.
Come back out for the second half. We ended up having to kick off, and boy, what a great start to the second half.
It is, you know, they had a couple of little miscues on their snaps. It kind of forced them way back, and so we were able to get in there and get them stopped and get the ball back.
Yep. Unfortunately, we weren't able to do anything with it on offense, so they get it back.
We're starting to see this a lot more how things are going with a little Z screen out there because they want you to get people out of the box. It was a great turnover right there. We kind of just stripped it from him when he caught it. And boom, there we go.
Who got that? I couldn't tell.
Brady, I think.
Brady, is that Brady? Yep.
Yeah.
Sprint out here. Good job by Journey of stepping up and taking that end.
Great little throw and catch right there. Another great tackle by BD.
Gets the running back and his helmet. You see Kareem again. He's just doing such a good job getting open and catching the football. Here's Brady getting another nice run. He had 3 or 4 nice gains like this Friday.
It was a midline, yeah. That was very sneaky.
Well, I figured we just wouldn't try to block 91. We just read him.
That's the best thing to do. Yeah, it's a great decision right here not to throw it down the field, but just kind of scramble down and picks up big yardage.
It's a good example of Brady's toughness, too. You see he took a couple of shots right there and just bounces right back up. Sprint out protection.
Great throw and catch there.
Puts it where only Kareem can get it. So, again, we're moving the football.
There's that old lovely
sprint draw, and we get a holding penalty right there.
Yeah, he does so good at running in space.
Yes, he does. Good protection, yep.
Great throw.
Sure is a good throw. I like Kareem's really got the ball tucked away, and they're pulling at it, but he doesn't.
You know, it's crazy how things have changed. You don't want him fighting for extra yardage now. You want to go down, go down, go down.
Right. So many times you see them fighting for yards, and they'll get the ball will get loose, and they'll pop it out.
Oh, yeah.
There's Journey on another good run. I think we actually got to keep this one.
Yeah, it's him out of the backfield.
Yep. He's really become an all-purpose guy for us.
He has.
Play out wide. He'll play in the slot. He'll play in the backfield. Turns, kicks. So you can see we got down to the inside the 10-yard line 3 or 4 times. Just never could, unfortunately, get in. I think this is no, it's not the 4th down yet. Right. Down to the 1.5 foot line.
Yeah, I really thought he was getting in right there.
Yeah, I did too. And we ended up not being able to get in.
Oh. Rock makes a great job. We're going to have to get a hook put on the end of that club. Right. You know, we just need a hook on it. We can get them down.
I think if you had both hands, you might have had a safety right there.
Yes. Good little tackle. There's a young kid, a freshman for us. Kendricks London did a great job for us.
I love the way that, we're now 2 minutes left in the game. These guys are fighting their tails off down here.
Yeah.
Playing like it's the beginning of the game.
They are, and that's what these kids never quit. You know, you get worried, scared to death, don't grab it, and all of a sudden he grabs it, and he just, oh no.
You see nothing but black shirts right there and gold helmets, and he runs through all of them.
You know, and we just have our safe team in, and you know, so this is really all we need. It's a great job right there of 2 blocks, getting into the end zone.
Here, you get another look at it. See about 7 or 8 gold helmets right there that he just slips through.
You know, I don't feel bad when he does this to us at practice. Now it's okay.
That's right.
And that's how she finished.
Good sportsmanship as usual as we wind it up, and stay tuned. Back with more Catamount football after these messages.
We're super fired up down here at Cherokee Brewing, getting ready for another football season.
Don't forget to come down and check out one of our 24 beers on tap. We got the brewcade going on. Also want to remind you that we do have a drive-through set up behind the Oakwood Cafe so you can get your favorite chicken tenders without getting out of the car. Keep an eye out for concerts out at Walnut Hill Farm on the weekends this fall, and also be prepared for our Georgia Grown produce boxes with gathered goods. We appreciate all your support, and go teams this year. I hope everybody makes it to the playoffs. Woo!
Hi, I'm Charles R. Hicks Sr.
And I'm Chris Hicks.
And we're the Transformers crew.
With over 40 years of experience from brakes, AC tune-ups, oil changes, and custom rebuilt transmissions, Transformers is your #1 automotive repair source. We have a brand new state-of-the-art facility conveniently located here on Sugar Road, and we also offer financing for those unexpected repair needs. So come and check out the real professionals, because we are
Transformers.
Transformers Transmission and Complete Auto Repair Specialist.
Taylor Industrial Sales after hours service. This is Raymond. Yeah, we can do that. Yeah, sure can. We can meet you in about 15 minutes. Does that work? Hey, Heath, you got to go to work.
I'm go.
Good hit, Aiden. Good hit.
Papa, why are you and Dad always running off to work like that?
Well, at Taylor Industrial, we always tell our customers we don't expect their business, we earn their business.
Every day brings new challenges. GigLink is helping our community keep pace in this brave new world. New ways to efficiently communicate, new and innovative ways of approaching manufacturing, new ways to explore our dreams and goals. GigLink's lightning-fast service provides downloads and uploads up to 10 times faster than traditional internet speeds, perfect for today's data-intensive environment, giving us all a chance to succeed. Connect with GigLink today.
All right, we're back on Catamount Football. And Coach, let's talk a little bit about this week's upcoming opponent, the Alexander Cougars. Good football team with a new head. They had a coaching change last year.
They
so
did.
They had a new head coach.
Yeah, we had several coaching changes in the region this past year, and this is one of them. He's doing a great job down there. Certainly got great players. Got a good scheme from offensively. They do a little bit of doubles and kind of the spread stuff, but it's like they have a different kind of formation that they use every week, and so it's almost they'll tailor a formation specifically to us that they'll run throughout the game in addition to the regular stuff.
What challenge does that present you when you're trying to look at a game plan, a defensive game plan, and you see offensive morphing like that through the film?
Well, it does a lot of things. People get very formation, have a lot of formation tendencies, and when they're changing it every week, they're trying to hide that because you may be overwhelming, run it to the strong side in a formation, but that's coming out of one game, and so it makes it a little more difficult. But at the end of the day, they're going to still run it where they run it and still go.
So let me ask you a question. Veer off here for a second. When you're, when we're in the middle of a game, do you start getting a feel for the other team's offensive coordinator? Kind of, when you're in the second quarter or third quarter of the game, do you start kind of being able to, okay, I'm honing in on what this guy's thinking or what he's doing?
Well, we've got a tremendous staff defensively that's been with us for a number of years. We've got two guys in the box, Coach Hammontree and Coach Majorkirth, and also Coach Floyd.
Mm-hmm.
They're looking at specific things throughout the game, and then once they start identifying that, they're able to radio down. Coach Bennett's back up in the box, and he's got a specific task. And so they take all that information and kind of process it together and say, all right, this is what they're typically doing right now. And so when we go into a game that we don't really have a whole lot of information on, we're able to get it very, very quickly out of the box.
I think one of the interesting things that those guys look at, and people may not think about it, but it's a big thing about which players are in the huddle when the coaches is talking to them, right? I hear you guys talking on the headset, hey, number 19's in there and 89's not.
They're just like us. When you got somebody, you're going to do something specific. Just remember,
That's right.
and so you're looking to see who they're talking to. And a lot of times that's who they're going to go to, certainly if it's in a fourth down top play.
Yep. Defensively, they're a four-man front. It's funny, we've been going for years and seeing a lot of three-man fronts, and now all of a sudden it seems four-man, at least in this region, is coming back, and maybe it's because they all have so many dang defensive linemen.
Yeah, but it also helps you control the run.
Yeah.
And if you got the DBs that can play with that, ideally you want to be in that. You want to kind of tie up everybody and let the linebackers make plays.
This will be the second week in a row that we've seen it, and if you get a couple of tight ends in there, they'll get in a 4-3 even, so they'll have 7 guys in the box. But it's something I think our kids are now comfortable with the four-man front and blocking it. So hopefully we'll be on the right assignments and looking at them defensively. They've got some not huge, not as big as last week, but they've got some big defensive linemen.
They do. That's what I've kind of realized. As you move up in classification, the linemen get bigger.
Yeah,
they're bigger bodies,
right. And there's more of them.
And there's more of them.
That's
yeah.
Right. How about their kicking game?
Their kicking game's good. I mean, it's enough to kind of get them by. We've been very fortunate over the years, and when we think great kicking game, you kind of see what we've been on the field. But, they're adequate. They've certainly got skilled guys in the return position. We
had a barn burner with them last year, came down to right in the fourth quarter, so expecting another a tough game with these guys, right?
Every week.
Absolutely. Stay right here, back with more in just a minute.
Ford of Dalton, home of the Power Buy, has been voted the best place to buy a new car, the best place to buy a new truck, and the best place to buy a used truck. Ford of Dalton, your hometown Ford dealership. Go Catamounts!
Dalton's fire protection, industrial life safety, and commercial security experts. Fire sprinklers, fire extinguishers, fire alarm systems, clean agent suppression systems, backflow devices. Go Catamounts. ASA, the life safety company.
54 years. How did we get here? It's that we made meaningful relationships and helped so many people along the way. And that is the measure of a man.
AFG has a new look and a new downtown location. Still the same great service you've come to expect for the last 50 years. Providing health insurance for employers, individuals, and seniors. Come enroll with us and go Big Red.
From the pros who know at Proformance Sports Academy. Our pro shop has one of the largest selections of bats, gloves, and cleats in the North Georgia area, featuring Rawlings, Wilson, Louisville Slugger, DeMarini, Mizuno, and the largest New Balance cleat dealer in the area. We provide baseball and softball gear for travel leagues, rec leagues, middle school, and high school programs. Get your baseball and softball training, equipment, and uniforms from the former collegiate and professional players who know at Proformance Sports Academy. ProformanceSportsAcademy.com.
If you are selling or buying real estate, we are here to help.
Coldwell Banker Kennard Realty has been guiding the Dalton community home since 1974.
Please contact the #1 real estate company in Northwest Georgia for all your real estate needs.
All right! Oh yeah, baby!
Hey folks, Jason Denson, Ford of Dalton, North Georgia's fastest growing dealership and home of the Power Buy. Our new Ford vehicles come with Ford of Dalton's exclusive 10-year, 150,000-mile powertrain warranty at no cost to you. FordofDalton.com. Hope to see you soon.
All right, Coach, we come to the end of another week here, but let's wrap up and talk a little bit about, I know every coach's favorite week of homecoming.
It is. I enjoy it. It does show a lot of school spirit. The kids get into it. They dress up, and they get involved. And a lot of coaches seem to think that it gets them a lack of focus, and it may. But at the same time, they need to be high school kids too. And that's what they're going to remember out of this. All of the fun kind of stuff that they've done. We've got a JV game on Thursday.
Right.
And then rather having the pep
I believe it's Heritage, right?
It is Heritage. Heritage come town. We'll be on the new turf field here. But right after that, rather than having the pep session the next day, we're going to have a bonfire that night. So it'd be a great opportunity to come out and see some of the young kids, and then to kind of slide on over and kind of remember the homecoming guys.
And I don't guess we'll have the bonfire on the new turf. I guess we'll probably have there on the the grass fields is where we've been having them since they got turf on that field.
It is, yeah, I believe so. I'm not sure exactly because the weather's going to be kind of funny this week, so we'll see.
Talk about, I believe they're out of school on Friday too, right?
They are.
So talk about the schedule for the guys and what
so for us
plans are.
We realized a long time ago if we didn't wake them up and make them come in, they'd sleep till noon or 1 o'clock. Right. You know. So we'll bring them in. We'll work out like our normal game day stuff. We'll give them some breakfast. And then we'll send them home, and then we'll come back at our normal routine. And so you do have to keep the routine as normal as possible, but yeah, we still need to take advantage of letting them sleep in a little bit.
Yeah, that kind of gets them up and gets their blood flowing. Like you said, I think make a great point. Get them out of bed, right? You don't want them the first time they roll out of bed is when they walk in here at 3 o'clock,
yeah, no.
Which some of those guys would do.
Absolutely. They probably wouldn't go to bed till an hour before. So. But we will. We'll bring them in and do that with them.
Yeah, it's always good to have, I know every year at homecoming it seems like we have the alumni coming down. They'll come down here and visit, and you never know who's going to show up, right? It's always great to see some of our old players and old teammates or whatever coming back.
It is. You know, this being the 20th season, you start seeing some of the guys you coached early on are older.
makes you feel old, doesn't it?
It does. It does make you feel
old. Friday night, want to certainly thank the quarterback club for everything they do, but one of the special things, I think our guys love getting that box of chicken.
That's right. You know, I only eat Kentucky Fried Chicken 5 times a year. It's after every away game. And that's really kind of become a tradition, but, you know, it's good certainly to feed them on the way home. And it was great. We took our regular buses, but, you know, we had extra buses, so it was not a bad trip.
Yeah. And I know we say it all the time, but what the quarterback club does for our kids and the things they do to enhance the experience of being a Catamount really makes a big difference, right?
It does. It does, certainly when you're having a lot of travel away. But you know, there's a benefit to really being a player and getting to really experience all facets of it.
And I think the other thing too, people may not realize is they do things for the team too, right? They help with equipment that the school doesn't buy. There's things that they pay for that, whether it's camps or talk about that real quick. What they do for us.
So some of the things that are really, really important. We're always going to try to go to the FCA camp. And so that's one of the things that they pay for. FCA coaches camp that we provide for our coaches. But anything that we do in the summer, as far as 707s, any kind of tournament, or even fun event, you know, when we took the kids swimming, they kind of take care of all of that. And so it gives us the opportunity to be able to do things for our kids.
And if somebody wants to get involved, it's not too late to get involved in the quarterback club, right? Contact Joel Garberg. He's at every game. Or
DaltonFootball.com is the information there. You can sign up online. You can do 100% of the money goes back to the kids.
And you can join for, what is it, $25? I think they can join. So if you're not a member, we certainly encourage you to join the quarterback club.
Oh, and attend the quarterback club meetings. You know, they're usually every Monday right after right after the game. It's 6:15 in the Commons.
Okay, and always some food too. So.
Always, and we actually use the culinary arts teacher cooks the wings and stuff for us. So it's really a great time.
Very good. We'll wrap up like we always do and say we'll be back next week, same cat time, same cat channel.